Hello guys and welcome for a new video. So today we're gonna do the same as we did last week, but we're going to change the alliance and we're going to rank the top 10 players, top 10 biggest players on server 21, and the name of the alliance is of course S21. Alright, so let's start. Search. First we have Dr. M. So let's search for him. Dr. M. Alright. So Dr. M. So he's got 949 millions power. He's got 3.42 millions of kills. He's got 2.14 billions of battle points. As you know, 3 millions of kills, but let's see which kills it is. So that's his power informations, his battle stats, and his total resources. So that's a new features that's a new thing I've added to for this new video compared to the other one. So right now we're gonna fully see the informations, the statistics of the player. So for the power information, he's got 125 millions of building power. He's got 296 millions of tech power. He's got 487 millions power. Of course, he is buff, so don't take this information seriously. So he is, as you can see, the all-time power, he's got 816 millions for the all-time power, and he's got 2 millions of personal lost. Alright, so it means like if he's not buffed, maybe he'll be at, I'll say, because between the real-time power right now is 949, so let's say there is 100 of power difference, so it means he'll be at around 380 for the army power, 380 millions power for the army power, yeah. And so as I've said, the 3.42 millions of kills, let's see what type of kills it is. So it's okay, I will say. It's not crazy, but I'll say it's okay. I think this guy is not so active, but it's pretty fine, to be honest. So 1.01 millions of level 15 troops killed. Sorry, that's pretty nice, I'll say. Alright, let's see his setup. Alright, so that's a picture of it. So for the setup, so he's got, as we can see here, so he's got one Liberty howitzer, he's got 2 Liberty howitzer, he's got 1 infantry, he's got 1 MBT, and he's got 1 mortar. That's pretty good, to be very honest. And for the planes, he's got okay, he's got one different plane for each camp. So he's got 1 Liberty fighter plane. He's got 1 Vanguard fighter plane, and he's got 1 Martyr fighter plane. I mean, I'll say it's his choice if he wants to experiment the different camp features for the planes. Alright, so let's rank him. So for the setup, I'll say it's pretty good, to be honest. So as you can see by his setup, he's a base destroyer. I'll say, yeah, he's a base destroyer because he's got 2 artillery, which is the Liberty 1, and he's got 1 infantry, which is the, I think between the super heavy and the infantry, it's very tough to compare, because now the infantry received a massive buff from Lilith Games, so from Warpath developers. So I'll say it's very tough to compare between super heavy and the infantry to know which one is the tougher to attack a base and the strongest one, I mean the healthier one. So I'd say it's pretty good, and for base defense he's got the Mate one, and also to kill troops he's got the Mate. So very good in base defense, and also in attack bases. So yeah, I'll say this player. Yeah, for now I'll say this player is pretty good, to be honest. I'll say mid lane god setup or very good setup, because the fun thing that he can do is that with his MBT he can play around. So for the fun part for his gameplay is pretty good if he wants to chase enemies, and also if he wants to put it in a army group and to chase enemies, it's very good. So yeah, by this deduction, this last adding, I'll say that yeah, it's a god setup, to be honest. Yeah, it's a god setup because, I mean, in my opinion, of course, everything I'll say in this video is of course subjective, so it means it's only in my opinion. So yeah, I'll say it's a god setup for now. Yeah, and let's see if we need to change it if we see another setup like this or not. Alright, so let's move on to Orc, I'll say Orc OO. I think it's a face. if you see the dots, I think it's a face, something like this. It's a fly face. I don't know. Alright, so let's search for Orc fly face. Alright, so here is it. Alright, so let's open. Alright, so Orc, he's got 658 millions of power. That's pretty good for the kills he's got. Oh, sorry for the last one. I haven't checked his decoration. I don't know if it's very important for you guys, but I'll say it. So he's level 58 for the season. I mean for the decoration ranked. Yeah. Right. So for this one, he's level 49 for the decoration ranked. He's got 6.68 millions of kills. That's very good, and he's got 3.37 billions of battle points. Yeah, he's a very good player, I'll say. So, but let's see for his skills. Alright, so for the army power, he's got 355 millions of army power. He's around 200 millions power for the tech. Yeah, so the old rate, of course, is the max building power, of course. So yeah, it's 125 for the building power. For the unit, okay, and so his all time, of course, all the players will be, I think, buffed, because yeah, they're in a legendary city, so they need to be nearly all the time buffed to get maximum of points and maximum of kills they can get from this legendary conquest, because as you know, there is the Paramount Cup, the second one, so they need to have the maximum amount of points. And so, as you know, for each 50,000 of kills the alliance kills, they get 1 point only. So it's very tough to reach the top rank of this Paramount Cup. So okay, so he's got 1.73 millions of personal lost. Okay, right. Let's see for his skills. Okay, so that's his total resources. Okay, and so his skills, oh, pretty good. To be honest, for a base that is around 700 millions of power buffed, of course it's buffed, I'll say it's pretty good. Yeah, it's a very good base. I mean, a player. Don't say base, guys. I haven't seen his base yet. All right, so let's see his base. So, oh, that's, wow, nice. He's a base destroyer, and he's got a light tank. So okay, let's go step by step. So he's got one super heavy. So of course super heavy is Vanguard camp. Okay, light tank is Liberty camp. Liberty Howitzer, Liberty Howitzer, Liberty Howitzer. So he's got 3 Liberty Howitzer, 1 super heavy and 1 light tank. And for the planes, so for the planes he's got 1 Vanguard, 1 Vanguard fighter jet. He's got 1 Mate fighter plane, and he's got 1 Liberty bomber. Okay, so it means he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he's got a pretty good amount of camp buff for the Liberty one. Pretty good. Yeah, I mean this. Yeah, I hope for this video I won't place everyone in god setup or crazy setup. But yeah, it's a very good setup. Yeah, and I think I'll put it in also god setup because he's a base destroyer. I have nothing against the player who doesn't destroy the bases or what, but I think he adds the little fun part for the light tank. Light tank is so fun to play, I think, because you can play with the planes to get the skill of the officer, and you can chase the artillery and snipe people. So snipe, as I've said, is as I've seen in a previous video, is to kill the reserves or kill the very slow troops, or just taking the back. By the way, it's just a rat troop, so kill troops in the back of the wave, of the troop wave. So yeah, right. So yeah, this base is a monster base. Yeah. So I think I'll put in also god setup. I think yeah, god setup for now, and let's see with Dr. M if I need to remove it or not. Alright, so let's move on to Shukul. Shukul, okay. Alright, Shukul, let's see who you are. Alright, so Shukul, he's at 602 millions of power. He's got 7.74 millions of kills. He's got 4.21 billions of battle points, pretty good, and he's level 52 for the decoration rank. Pretty good. That's why do I say pretty good? It's very good for this less of power compared to the others. Alright, so for the building power, oh, he's not max for the building power. He's missing 4 millions of building power. He's at 176 millions of tech power. He's got 274 millions of army power. And for the all-time power, oh, he's not buffed for this one. He's not buffed. I don't know why, but okay. He's got 605 millions of all-time power. And his personal loss is 1.54 millions of troop lost. Okay, and for his resources, as you can see, I won't describe it, but yeah. Also, you can see if the player is very active by his tech contributions and the assist. So the tech contribution is when you help someone to, you have a wait, I'll show you for the one. Yeah, here you have a little handshake here, and you can just click on it and help the others. So that's what the assist and tech contributions is. Alright, so for the kills, oh, pretty good. Yeah, he's very good. So I mean, he's a very good player. Yeah, very good player. He's got 1.48 millions of level 15 troops killed. And he's nearly at 1 million of level 13 troop killed. Alright, let's move on to his base setup. Okay, so he's got 1 Liberty artillery, he's got 1 MBT, he's got 1 light tank, and he's got 1 LE. Okay, and for his planes, okay, so he's got 2 Vanguard planes. So as you don't know, the Vanguard, I don't know if you know, but yeah, the Vanguard troop compared to the others. Okay, so there's the Vanguard, the Liberty, and the the Martier one. So the Martier one is the plane the fighter plane who's got the how do I say, the biggest firepower in all the fighter jets. Okay, I mean firepower. Okay. Then for the Liberty one is the one who's better at maneuverability, I think. So I think it can move faster or something like this, yeah. And the Vanguard one is the one to better intercept planes, yeah. And he's got one Liberty bomber. Okay, so yeah, pretty good base to be honest. Strange that he's got. Oh yeah, and he's got also one Liberty howitzer here, a bit hidden here, but yeah. Alright, so he's got two Liberty howitzer, one MBT, one light tank, one heli. Very good base, yeah. Yeah, very good base. Pretty good base, yeah. So, if I need to rank him, if I need to be honest, but compared to the others, I'll say it's also a very good base, but not as strong as the others. But it's a very fun base setup to play. Yeah. So I'll think I'll place him in very good setup. Yeah, very good setup. Alright, let's move on to the monster. The I have no money first. What the irony when your name is I have no money, but you're the top one biggest player on the game. So yeah. Alright. So I have no money first. He's got 820 millions of power. This guy is a monster, so yeah, don't be too shocked when you'll see the kills and which kills he's got. So yeah, so he's got nearly 8 billions of valor points. So to be exact, he's got 7.95 billions of valor points. He's got 12 millions of kills, okay, and he's level 63 for the decoration ranked, okay. Alright, so for the power information, so he's got nearly 300 for the tech power, okay. He's at 358 millions of army power, and his all-time power is 822 millions of power, yeah. And his personal loss is at 2.3 millions. But when you have 2.3 millions of personal loss, but you have 12 millions of kills, it's crazy. The ratio of kills is just crazy. Alright, so that's his total resources, and as you can see, this guy is very active by his assist. You can see he's at nearly 70k of assist. So it means every time you click on the, I mean depends, but mostly when you okay, so when you help someone, just help one person, you have one assist, okay. So meaning in his entire gameplay, he helped 68,400 players on the game. I mean, yeah, he just helped 68,000 times, yeah. Pretty good, yeah, very active guy. Alright, and here's the monster kill. So yeah, I think he spent his whole life on him. I don't know if it is true, but yeah. Alright, so he's got 4.25 millions of level 15 troops. That is crazy, like really crazy. I think that's the biggest player who's got this type of kills on the game. So he's got 1.47 millions of level 14 troops, and he's got 1.72 millions of level 13 troops. And yeah, this one is the last big troop. Like I think it was like what, 1 or 2 years ago, the level 12 troop was the level the level 12 rank troops was the biggest players. Now the blue ones are the modern troops, as you know. Okay, let's see for his base setup. Oh, there is one troop missing. Alright, so he's got 3 big artillery, 3 big Liberty artillery. He's got 1 Vanguard infantry. So to recognize the Vanguard, the uniform of the infantry is black. I mean it's dark, yeah. Oh wait, is it blue? Yeah, it's blue. I think it's dark blue, yeah? It's dark blue. First time I've seen that it's dark blue. I thought it was all the time black, but yeah. Alright, so it's Vanguard infantry. Alright, and for he's got one ally, alright? And for his troop, for his plane, sorry, he's got one Liberty fighter plane, he's got one Vanguard fighter plane, and he's got one Liberty fighter plane. Alright, pretty good base, to be honest. So this guy is a base destroyer, as you know. Base destroyer because he's got 3 Liberty howitzer to destroy bases, and he's got one big tank. But the Vanguard one is the one who increased the most firepower, but with his all his officers on it and all his power on this one. I think this one, if he's all buffed, the one single troop can reach up to 60 millions of power for each troop. So yeah. All right. So let's rank him. So tell me also, by the way, in the comments, what do you think about my ranking, and also for you, what did you think about, like, for you, for example, for this player, which rank do you think you'll put in? Yeah, you understood me. Yeah. So so for this player, so he's a base destroyer, and with his helicopter he can play also in AGs, like army groups. So yeah, this guy is also very good setup, because wait, let's move 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3. Yeah, he's got 5 pretty good. Yeah, I'll say very good setup. Yeah, I'll say very good setup for now. Not god setup, but very good setup. But let's see if we need to arrange it. Alright, let's move on to I have no money second. Alright, so I have no money second. Alright, I hope it's a different guy who is behind the account, and I hope it's not the same bank account between all those players, because it can hurt your wallet. Yeah. If you need to spend a lot amount of money for one big account like this. Alright, so I have no money second. So he's got so he's at 823 millions of power. He's got 10.1 millions of kills, and he's at 6.95 billions of battle points, and he's level 61 for the decoration ranks. Alright, let's move to his informations. So he's at so he's max for the building power. Is it max for the tech power? I don't really know. I think it is. I think it is, yeah. Because yeah, those players, I think they're all maxed now for the tech power. So tech power, he's at 296 millions of tech power, yeah. For the army power, he's at 360 millions of power. I mean army power. Yeah, and his all-time power is the same as the one we can see here. So, and the same, he's at nearly 2 millions of personal loss, but for the ratio of the 10.1 millions of kills of troops he killed, that's nothing, to be honest. Yeah, that's really nothing. Alright, let's move to the total resources and if he's active. Oh, he's not really active, as I can see here. He's got only 30,000 of assists. That's okay, I'll say, but not crazy for this big whale. But yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, let's move to the kills. So for the kills, yeah, he's very good. So he's at 3.78 millions of level 15 troops killed. He's at 1.13 level 14 troops killed, and he's at 1.28 millions of level 13 troop killed, and 1.35 millions of level 12 troops killed. Yeah. very good players, and I mean very good player. Right, let's move on to his base. Pretty good base setup in decoration, I'll say. Very good. As you can see, the officer statues here. Yeah, very good one. They're not only like big players, but they're also designers, as I can see. Alright, so he's got one ATG. What else does he got? He's got one Liberty howitzer here. We can see it by the skin of the troop here. He's got one helicopter, one MBT. So by the way, for the MBT, for this shape, for the skin of this MBT, you could get it from the Paramount Cup only if you were in the top 30 or something like this. Oh wait, was it top 30? I don't really know. I think it was in the top 5 maybe. Maybe top 5 of the biggest players who kill the most troops in the conquest during the Paramount Cup. Yeah. Then there's one infantry here. All right, let's move on to his planes. Oh, so for his planes, he's got 3 fighter planes. So he's got 2 Rafale, so which is the Vanguard troop. So he's got 2 Vanguard fighter planes, and he's got 1 Liberty fighter plane. All right. So yeah, very good setup also. But he's got only 1 Liberty howitzer. Also, this player is only to play in ATGs and to defend himself if he's in need. So this guy can tank, and with the MBT and the heli, he can go in AGs. So I think this base is mostly to go in AGs and to support. So to support the alliance, and with his fighter jet, yeah, we can see that he's a support base. So I mean he's the one who's gonna help everyone everywhere. So that's why he's got this a lot of amount of kills, because he's everywhere. Yeah, he's just everywhere. All right, this base is also very good. So yeah, I'll say he's a very good one also. So yeah, so let's rank him. So I'll say it's a good setup, not very good setup, not god setup, but good setup. Yeah, because as we can see here, he's got like, yeah, he's only to defend, to assist, but it's a very fun way to play. Yeah, a very fun way to play. Alright, let's move on to I have no money third. Alright, let's hope it's not the same player. Alright, so let's move on to him. Alright, so I have no money third. So he's at 995 millions of power. He's at 7.84 millions of kills. He's at 4.87 billions of battle points, and he's level 57 for the decoration rank. Okay, let's move to the power informations. So he is at 1.25. Okay, for his max for the building power, his max for the tech power. Oh wow, but this one he's buffed on, by the way. He's buffed, as you can see. He's at 811 millions of all-time power. So the real number here, it's not the one. It's not that one. So I think for the real-time power, he's at maybe what, 350 millions of power, something like this. You need to remove 100, something like this, 100 millions to his real-time power. Yeah. I mean to his real power right now. Right, let's see if he displays very active. Oh wait, so yeah, he's got 1.87 millions of personal lost. Okay, let's see for his total resources, and let's see if he's active. Oh, okay, he's very active. Yeah, he's very, oh my god, he's very active. I've never seen this big. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, that's the first time I see this big amount of assists. Yeah, so this guy is just every time active. I think he's sleeping on the game also. He just sleep on the game. He's eat on the game. He works on the game. he's the developer of the game. Joking, of course. Alright, I don't know, but maybe. Alright, so he's got 1.97 millions of level 15 troop skills. Yeah, you can see here. Alright, let's move on to the space setup. Alright, best setup, he's got 3 Liberty howitzer, 1 Vanguard infantry, he's got 1 helicopter. Very good picture because we can see everything. I mean, very good base setup also because for me, because I can see everything in one picture. Right, so he's got 1 Vanguard plane, he's got fighter plane of course, he's got 1 Liberty fighter plane and 1 Liberty bomber. Okay, so yeah, very good setup also. This one is a very fun way to play, yeah, let's rank him right now. I'll say this guy is a god setup because he's a base destroyer and also he can play in Aegis with his helicopter and so chase troops, very fast troops. Alright, and also by his planes, so he's got 2 fighter planes. I think for me the best way to play is to have at least 2 fighter planes. For me it's the best is to have 2 fighter planes to support your bomber. So it means you can tank your bomber by using your fighter planes. Yeah, that's what mostly, oh my god, this is what most of the big players do now. They just put their fighter planes out first, then they bomb the artillery army group with their big bomber. So it means all the damage the bomber receive is not taken, but it's taken by a plane. Yeah. Alright, let's rank him. So as I've said, it's a god setup. Yeah, I'll switch between god setup or very good setup, I think. But yeah, for now let's put it in god setup. Right, let's move on to the next one, so which is the I have no money 4th. I don't know how many accounts these guys got, but yeah, I hope it's not the same. Alright. Okay, let's move on. Okay, that one. Alright, so I have no money 4th. So he's got 828 millions of power, he's got 10.1 millions of kills, he's got 5.86 billions of battle point, and he's still level 60 for the decoration rank. Alright, so for his building power he's maxed, for the tech power he's not maxed, he's at 267 millions, for the army power he's at 398 millions of army power, yeah, but that number is not real because as you can see he's buffed, so yeah, so it means he's maybe at 300, let's say what, because right now there is 50 millions of power difference, so I'll say this guy is at 340 millions of army power. Okay, let's see if he's active. Oh yeah, and he's lost 2.15 millions of troops, but nothing compared to the troop he killed, so yeah. Alright, let's see if he's active. Yeah, this player is active. He's got nearly 60,000 of assists, and yeah, he's good. But as you can see, they spent this guy spent a lot of money, because this is how, by the way, you can recognize if this player spent a lot of money in the game and he's not a fully, like, how to say, free to play player. Means the one who's gonna farm a bit, like who's gonna play the game, not spend money but also play the game as the game wants it. So it means like you have collection tracks, so it means you can collect farming, so the cash here, the silver, I mean the silver here and the oil here, so I mean the metal here and the oil here. So this guy is a very big spender, so because he's got only 16.4 billions of resource collected, yeah, which is nothing to be honest. For me, I'm already at 20 something, 20. I don't really know. I don't want him to lie or what. but I'll say I'm around 20 billions of resource collected, and look at my power. I'll show you just after. Alright, so he's got 2.13 millions of level 15 troops killed. He's got nearly 2 millions of level 13 troops killed, and he's nearly at 1 million of level 14 troops killed. Alright, let's move on. So as you can see, by the way, yeah, I've got only 176 millions of power, and I've got 20 millions of resources collected, and compared to this guy, he's got only 16.4 billions of resource collected. Yeah, so yeah, this guy is a big spender, and he's maybe in the trading. Yeah, so yeah. All right, by his profile picture. All right, so he's got 1 infantry, 1 light tank, and 3 big Liberty howitzer. All right, let's move on to the planes. Oh wow, he's got 3 Vanguard one. Wow, that's a good setup, very good setup one. Oh yeah, that's a very good setup. Oh yeah, because he can have fun with his light tank, and he can destroy bases with his 4 troops here, so the infantry tank for the Liberty howitzer here. And for me the best plane is I think for me the best plane, if you don't talk about the camp buff with the other ground units, for me the best plane is the Martyr one and the Vanguard one. So yeah, very good choice for the planes. And he's not the one who's gonna bomb troops, but who's the one who's gonna attack the planes, and maybe to support the bombers from his colleagues from the alliance. So yeah, so let's rank him. So without hesitation, I'm putting in a god setup. Yeah. Let's see if the others are also as good as the others. All right. Let's move on to MK. All right. MK, his head. All right. MK. So MK, he's at 705 millions of power, and he's at 7.84 millions of kills, and he's got 4.42 billions of battle points, and he's level 52 on the decoration ranks. Right, let's move on to his informations. So he's got 120 millions of building power, so he's missing 5 million, sorry. He's at 204 millions of tech power. He's at 347 of army power, but of course he's buffed, as you can see with the real-time power. So I'll say, if I need to say about it, so because there's around 50 millions of power difference, so I'll say this guy is around 300 millions of army power. Yeah. And for the personal loss, he's at 2.06 millions of troops lost. Alright, let's move on to see if he's very active or not. Oh, this guy is okay. I'll say he's not so active, but he plays when he has time, I think. Because he's only got 3,000 assists. Okay. Alright, let's move on to his base setup. To his skills. So for his skills, he's got perfect 1 million of kills. He's got 1.06 millions of level 13 troops, and he's at 2.56 millions of level 12 troops. So I guess he was very active when before the modern units appeared. Alright, let's move on to his base setup. So he's got 2 Liberty howitzer, 1 infantry, 1 heli, and 1 Martyr howitzer. And for the plane, he's got 1 Vanguard fighter plane, he's got 1 Liberty fighter plane, and he's got 1 bomber. Alright, So I'll say this guy is very good also. He can destroy bases, but not so tough bases because he's got only 2 Liberty Howitzer. But he's got one big infantry, I guess. And I don't really know where he has a Marte Howitzer. I'll change it to maybe a Liberty 1 to be stronger to attack bases, or to change it to what? Not ATG, of course, because ATG can be replaced with a helicopter, if you didn't know, because helicopter is also very good as penetration mode. So it means they can deal they can penetrate the how to say, the cover or the shield of the units. So I'll change it to maybe a Liberty Howitzer. Yeah, I think I can see only this because he can change it to a light tank, but light tank can be replaced with the helicopter because helicopter is okay. It's not as fast as a light tank, but it's also very fast and can also go on top of the mountains. So I mean they don't need to conturn the the mountains. So I'll say to Liberty Howitzer, but it's also a very good setup. Alright, but for those planes, I don't really know where he's got those 2 planes. Maybe for the camp buff. Yeah, so I'll say it's a very good setup. So let's put him as very good setup. Okay, and let's move on to Mr. Eins. Mr. Eins here. Alright, Mr. Eins, you're here. Alright, so he's at 700 millions of power. He's got 4.61 millions of kills. He's at 3.09 millions of battle points, and he's level 59 for the decoration ranks. Alright, let's move on. Alright, for the information, so he's at only 85. In fact, he could be at 100 millions of building power, but not. So I mean, he didn't build a lot of his walls, but okay. Alright, for the tech power, he's at 218 millions of For the army power, he's at 373 millions of it, but as you know, the power is not correct because he's buffed. And so I'll say he's at maybe let's see what 300 millions of army power, and he lost 1.13 millions of troops. Alright, let's see if he's very active by his assist. Alright, he's got only 27.2 thousand of assist, but he's got 40.2 assist. Pretty good, I'll say. I'll say he's the same as the previous one, so it means they play when they can play, maybe at night or just after their work to just chill. Alright, for the kills, quite good. That's very good because this is good to have level 15 because for me I'll prefer to have a guy who's got more who's got, for example, 1 million of level 15 kills, but he's got only, like, let's say 100. It's a example, of course, but who's got only 100,000 of level 13 and 100,000 of level 14. Than a guy who's got like 5 million of level 13 kills and 5 million here and like 100,000 here. I really prefer this type of kills he's got right now. Alright, let's move on to his base. So base setup, he's got 3 Liberty Howitzer, 1 heavy tank, and 1 light tank. Very good one. So it means he's a base destroyer, and he can play with his light tank. Alright, and for the for the plane. Sorry. Oh, sorry. So he's got 2 Vanguard planes, and he's got 1 Liberty bomber. Yeah, very good setup. Very good setup. Very good one. Yeah, I'll say he's a god one. He's a god player. All right, let's rank him. God setup. Well, you know what? I'll put in very good setup. I don't really know because there's a lot of good god setup. So, but yeah, let's put in god setup for now. All right, next we have Neo-Archis. All right, Neo-Archis, where are you? Neo-Archis, you're here. All right. So Neo-Archis, you are at 702 millions of kills. Oh, millions of kills. Could be good. Could be good. No. You're at 702 millions of power. You're at 9.33 millions of kills. You're at 5.83 billions of battle points. Alright, let's move to the informations. So for the building power, he's got 115 millions of building power. He's got only 148 millions of tech power. He's at 405 millions of army power, but of course he's buffed. So I'll say he's at maybe 300 millions of army power. Let's see if he's active. Oh yeah, and he lost 3.22 millions of personal loss, but it's very okay because he's got nearly 10 millions of troops killed here, so it's fine. Right. Oh yeah, he's very good. He's very active. So he's at 66,000 of assists and 42.8 thousand of tech contributions. Right. Let's move on to his base setup. Oh, sorry, to his skills. I always forgot this. Right, pretty good. Yeah, he's at nearly 2 millions of level 15 troops killed, and he's got 54 millions of level 13 troops killed, and he's at nearly 1 million of level 14 troops killed. All right, let's move on to his base setup. Oh, pretty interesting setup. I agree for the planes. For me, the planes could be good with the two Vanguard, but it's pretty good, yeah. Right, it's a mix of the camp, so I won't really agree with his base setup, but it's okay. So he can play as a base defense. I think his base is mostly for base defense because I don't really know, because he's got one ATG, he's got one Mate, one Liberty, one light tank, one super heavy. So super heavy could be good to so by the way, super heavy is good for to attack bases, but maybe if you didn't know, it's also very good for the base defense, because there is one officer which is I think I forgot the name of it, but it's which one is it? I think I forgot the name of her, but the name is let's see for it. The name is Thorn Countess. If you put Thorn Countess on it, it's very, very good, because okay, I'll read the description of the passive skill. Sorry. So when this officer troops is garrisoned in your base, any shield the troop has is increased by 15% and can be used by your base. Your base also receives 10% less damage from normal attacks. So means more your troop is healthy, strong. Healthy. Sorry. More your base will be able to take damages. So it's also very good for base defense. So yeah, this guy I think plays mostly as a base defense, but he can also play he can also put it in a ATG. I mean the army group, sorry. So yeah, I'll say it's a okay setup, I'll say. So let's rank him. I'll put it in, yeah, good setup. Okay, alright, let's move on to the surprise. There is a bonus because I know that Neo Arcus is a friend of this guy, which is 44 Mag. Welcome, 44 Mag. So yeah, don't forget to check out his YouTube channel if you haven't. But I guess all of you are subscribed to him. So yeah, welcome to 44 Mag. So 44 Mag, you'll be the bonus of this video. So you're at 536 millions of power. You're at nearly 5 millions of kills. So you're at exactly 4.85 millions of kills. You're at 2.74 billions of battle points, and you're level 44 on decoration ranks. Pretty good for the amount of kills you have compared to your power. So it means you know how to play. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the informations. Oh, okay. So you've got only no, that's pretty good to be honest for the building power. You got 86.8 millions of power, but you have only 113 millions of tech power. You have 309 of army power, and wow, your real-time power is at 468 millions of power. So yeah, you really know how to play because you have nearly 5 millions of kills here. But sadly, you have nearly 2 millions of personal loss. But I'd say you're an active player, right? I hope if we see on the total resources, I hope you're a total player. I mean an active player. Oh yeah, and yeah, we can say you're an active player because you have 70,000 of assists, nearly 60,000 of tech contribution. So yeah, you're a very active player. Alright, very good one. Alright, let's move on to his base setup. I mean to his skills. Alright, so pretty good. He's at wow, he's very good. He's at 757,000 of kills for the level 15 troops. Of course, by the way, you cannot compare this guy to the others top 10 players. This one is a bonus, guys. It's only a bonus. This guy is not in the top 10 biggest players of S21, but I just wanted to put him inside the video because I saw him on the map because he was with I have no money on the map, so that's why I just thought about making also a review of his base setup. Alright, so yeah, alright, let's move on to his base setup. Alright, so for his base setup, he's got 1 MBT, 1 ATG, he's got 1 Martyr Howitzer, 1 and 2 Liberty Howitzer, and for the planes, he's got 1 Vanguard Bomber. Nice, first time we've seen a Vanguard Bomber on this video. He's got 1 Vanguard fighter plane, and he's got 1 very strong fighter plane here, very strong here. Can be a very tough one, so I guess he all the time used that one to play. Alright, of course it's a joke, guys, because as you can see the skin is not the same. Of course, if you compare those two, that one is of course very strong. Alright. Alright, so if I need to review yours, MBT very good for AGs and to chase troops, and also to tank for the bases. I'll say your base is very good, very compact, very good. Maybe I'll change your multi howitzer for what? Maybe a light tank. But I thought you had a light tank. I've seen you playing with a light tank last time. So I think you have a light tank, but yeah. So I'll say maybe replace that one with a. But wait, let's see for his cam buff if he can get a cam buff. Yeah, this one is a Vanguard. I've seen his videos, so that one is a Vanguard MBT. So Vanguard. So he's got 4 Vanguard. So wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's got 4 Vanguard. So he's got the Vanguard buff. He's got 2 Liberty. So I think also, yeah, it's a very good. Yeah, this guy knows how to play with the cam buff and all of this. So yeah, I'll put him. Okay, let's rank him. All right, let's rank him. He 44 mag. Right, and I put you in very good setup. You're very good, and yeah, it shows her that you know how to play. Alright guys, so that's our final rank. Let's see if we can change a bit. But you know what, we'll do something. If you want to change something, just let me know in the comments, and I'll adjust it and make a final video for all the ranked the ranked top 10 top 10 players, sorry. So right now we have all the 10 players except 44 mag, but it's fine. I'll just remove. Wait, I cannot remove it, but it's fine. Oh, you're not here. You're here. Alright. So yeah, that's the final top the chair maker. So yeah, that's the final chair. So I hope I hope for this video you enjoyed, guys, and I hope it wasn't too long. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and so let me know if you enjoyed it, and leave a like and subscribe. We are like really at maybe 10 subscribers to be at 400 subscribers. So yeah, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, and yeah, let's see each other's in a new video. All right, goodbye guys.